Start
You're
recording
recording now,
still.
right? Good, good.
Yeah, it is recording. So,
Mute.
So
okay.
now I think in about a few
Mute
minutes we
in
start.
full screen mode.
I'm gonna mute some of you, okay, so we can hear others better, okay?
Yes.
So,
Okay, Ji,
yes, Satya, go ahead.
did you see my questions? Just testing it.
No, I don't see your question. I saw Lalita's question, I didn't see yours.
So I just type it there, and I'm just using that panel and typing.
It's not. Let me see. It might be here. 1 second. Yes, I do have it.
Okay,
Yes,
just testing it.
I do. Satya, I do see it. Yes, I see it.
Okay. So when
Okay, Kalpesh, you're
you
signing
have
in.
some kind of a whiteboard where you're going to write anything?
Yeah, I have stuff. Can you see my screen right now, right? You see my screen?
I don't. What do I see? I see intermediate Sanskrit.
That's it. That is my screen.
Oh, that's your screen. Okay.
That's my screen. That's my screen. So that you can see that.
So you bring up a baraha or something and you type something there, I guess.
Exactly. I can bring anything up there. You got it.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I want to mute you temporarily. Okay. So.
Okay. No problem.
Satyaji, Kalpesh is also there, the master behind the webinar.
Kalpesh, you're there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Now, how do you get in? You came in as an organizer yourself. Okay.
No, I didn't come as an organizer. I came as a attendee.
But then how do you become? Who is the fourth organizer? You're an organizer, I think, Kalpesh. I think you are.
Oh, is it? Okay. Maybe it has taken me as an organizer. Okay.
I think it did because I see 6 attendees and 4 organizers. So.
Okay. Basically,
today,
I'm logged in into organizers, so that's why probably yes. Okay.
That's it. So you and Wayne and Lalita and myself are organizers. So.
Okay.
So Kalpesh, we did with view and then the recording, and said start recording button. I pressed that, so it's now, I think it's
they're recording now. So
Yeah, I can see. I'm recording it. Yeah.
So Wayne and Lalita are both recording it. Okay.
Wonderful.
Yep.
Wonderful.
And see, Lalita and Wayne and Kalpesh, you can unmute yourselves. Unmute yourself.
Yes.
Okay. The others cannot. So for timing, I'm going to mute yourself for time. Maybe you can unmute yourself if you want. Okay.
Okay.
Muted.
Let me talk to Pushpaji for a second. Pushpaji, you there? She's gone away. I don't know what happened to her. Pushpaji, can you hear me? No. Okay. Okay. I think everybody's okay. Shah is fine. Satya raised his hand. Let me talk to him. Yes, Satya, go ahead.
No, I was just checking whether the raised hand works or not.
It worked. I can see it. Okay, I can see it. If you raise your hand, I will generally unmute you. So if anybody wants to be unmuted, just raise your hand. I will unmute you. Okay. And those who are organizers can unmute themselves. That's very easy. Waiting for Pushpa. Everybody else is here. Anu is here. Hari is here. Indu is here. Pushpaji is there, but I cannot see her voice thing. Satya is here. Usha is here. And then we have Kalpesh, Vin Iyer, and Lalita ji. And by the way, Vin Iyer is from the Monday class, so all of you know he's been coming for many years. So he's also might be joining this class and helping us out the organizing, and also, organizing the Monday class also. So I think we are all here. Oh, Pushpaji raised her hand. I can see your hand, Pushpaji, but can you hear me?
Kalpesh here. Sorry to interrupt.
Yes.
I think it might be that probably she may not have a microphone or something like that. That's why you don't see a microphone.
Okay.
And maybe she could type the question if possible. Then
yeah,
you can.
Pushpaji, can you type a question maybe for me because I cannot hear you. I cannot see your microphone here. No, okay, she cannot. I see her hand raised, but I cannot because she has no microphone. So.
Okay, maybe we can unraise her hand and see if she can raise it. That way, we'll confirm that she is able to hear.
Okay. Let me put your hand down, Pushpa. Can you raise your hand, Pushpaji? Raise your hand again. No. Okay. Maybe I can send her a quick email. Okay. We'll just get started in a minute or so. Let me just make sure she can. Send her a quick email. See if she's able to hear. the first time around we had to spend a little bit of time. No, she is gone. Okay, so I don't know. Maybe she's going to call back.
It was for her to call up the phone number.
Yeah, I think she is. But anyway, now she cannot help because she's not in the attendee list anymore. So sending her an email. So maybe she'll come back. Okay, no problem. We'll get. So we got 5 people right now. Anu is here. Hari is here. Indu is here. Satya is here. Usha is here. Lalita ji is here, and then we got Vain, Kalpesh, and myself. Okay, so let's start. No, yes, Pushpa ji is back. Oh, she's back. Let's see if she can get the sound going. Pushpa ji, can you hear me? Raise your hand if you can hear me. No, I think she's calling with the sound, I guess. Okay. Oh no, yes, here she is. Okay, finally she got it. Pushpa, you there? Pushpa, are you there? Hello? No, I have her unmuted now, but she can't hear me, I guess. Okay, I'll keep her unmuted for the time being, and we'll start. Maybe she'll join us. Pushpa, you can raise your hand. No. Okay. Maybe she can. We'll try her sometime. Okay, so first webinar. Here we go. Ramo Rajamanis Sada Vijayate Ramam Ramesham Bhaje Ramena Vyata Nishacharachamu Ramaya Tasmai Namaha Raman Nasti Parayanam Parataram Ramasyata Dasosmyaham Rame Chittalestada Bhautame Bhora Mama Muddhara Rama Rameti Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane Shri Rama Nama Varanana On Nama Iti. Okay, Pushpaji is there, but she cannot speak. Okay, no problem, Pushpaji. We can, as long as you can hear me, it's okay. If you can speak, you're on mute right now, so you can speak anytime you want. Okay, if you can speak later on. Do it one more time for our first class. Ramo Rajamanis Sada Vijayate Ramam Ramesham Bhaje Ramena Vyata Nishacharachamu Ramaya Tasmai Namaha Rama Nasti Parayanam Parataram Ramasya Dasosmyaham Rame Chittalestada Bhautame Bhora Mama Muddhara Rama Rameti Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane Shri Rama Nama Varanana On Nama Iti. Okay, we are now on page 80, and I think we finished last time. One point came up about this pratipadam was the point which came up, this avyaya samasa. If any of you have a question, just raise your hand and I will unmute you and you can speak. This is a avyaya samasa. It's on top of the page 80. I think those, and this is actually in Bhaimi covered this in volume number 4 in the samasa section. He has it on page 34. He gives a very similar one called pratipadam, I think. He goes pade pratipadam. So the sutra that we're using here, let me put this up. I hope you can see this now. I'm going to put up the Ashtadhyayi Sutra Patha for you. We're using the Sutram 216. So I think you can see this now. Can you see this? Raise your hand, you can see this, Ashtadhyayi. Okay, Satya can see it. Anybody can see this Sutra Patha? Okay, Hari can see it, Indu can see it. Very good. Ushaji, can you see this? Can you raise your hand? Sutra Patha, can you see? No. Let me talk to her. Okay, Anu can see it. Okay, Usha can see. Okay, everybody can see. Very good. So my screen is working. That's good. Okay. So here we have this Sutram. This is the file which Kalpesh gave me. It is the whole Sutra Patha. So now I can just go and point to the Sutram. It's 2.1. I think it's 2.16 that we are using. Where is it? 2.16. It should be on the bottom of this page. Okay, here it is. This long Sutram here, is avyayam vibhakti samipa samriddhi vyuddhi artha bhava atyaya asamprati shabda pradurbhava पश्चात् यथा अनुपूर्व्य योग्य पद्य सादृश्य संपत्ति साकल्यंत वचनेषु. So basically we have not done samasas yet, but quickly for you, this is what this means is that in this sutram the avyayam is the prathama-nirishtam. So that is the upasarjanam and upasarjanam purvam. So what happens is that in this 2122 where Panini gives all the samasa vidhayaka sutrani, there one item will be generally in the prathama vibhakti, and that will go first in the samasa. Again, we have not done all this. We'll do this in detail later. But here what it says is that an avyaya can be compounded with another sup, which is, you see this sutram 211 samartha padavidhi, that runs to the whole samasadhikara, this 211 samartha padavidhi. Basically it simply means that if you have to make a compound, the two items, the pada should have some connection, otherwise you cannot make a compound. That's simply what samartha padavidhi means. It's a very important sutram. So 216 says that you can take an avyayam with another related subantha and make an avyaya bhava samasa. See, the avyaya bhava starts from this 215, avyaya bhava is starting, and that goes, down for quite a few sutras. I'll tell you, from that goes from 215 all the way down to, I think, 2121 it goes down to. So in all these meanings, you can form the compound. The meaning that we're using here is this meaning called yatha. This meaning yatha, which is here. You see that meaning yatha. And from the vyakhyanam, this yatha is of four kinds. And the way they're given is that yogyata, vipsa, padartha anativrittihi, and then sadrishyam, which means that it should be either something which is proper, which is like in repetition, or not transgressing that thing, or similarity. So one which we are using it in the sense of the vipsa. So vipsa arthe we are using this sutram, and the way the alaukika vigraha is that padam prati padam. So the padam will take a dvitiya. So it will be pada plus plus prati. That's how that compound will be formed. And of course, within the prati is an avyaya. Even though prati will come first in the compound itself, in the vigraha vakyam, you say pada. In fact, let me try my Word document. Okay, I hope you can all see this. Let me see. I'll put because there I can type and you can see. Okay. You should be able to see my Word document here. I can type and say, so it should be pada plus plus prati. So this is the alaukika vigraha. Laukika vigraha is, pade pade iti pratipadam. That's pratipadam. So that is the laukika vigraha. Now what happens is that the avyaya bhavas, as the name implies, it creates avyayas normally. Anavyayam avyayam bhavati iti avyaya bhava. It makes non-avyayas into avyayas. So, and that sutram, where are all the avyaya sutrams? They are coming 1-1, right? So 1-1 I think is 36 to 41 are the sutra which says what are avyayas. No, let me see. Am I off by a couple of sutras? Let me see. It is maybe 37. No. Okay. Avyaya bhava. Okay, I'm sorry. 37. Okay, here we go. Swaradi nipatam avyayam. Only these 5 sutras, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. Only these 5 sutras tell you what can be avyayas. So anything in the whole language which has to qualify to be an avyaya has to come from one of these 5 sutras. So you know the Avyaya Kosha book which you had, that orange book, everything boils down to these 5. So Swaradi Nipatam Avyayam, Tadyata Tadyatascha Sarvivaktihi, and then Krunme Jantaha, Tva Tosun Kasunaha, and Avyay Bhavascha. The one we are using is the last one. That's one we need right now, Avyay Bhavascha. So all Avyay Bhavas will become Avyayas. Again, 37.
Satishi, where is Tuman coming in this whole section?
See Krunme Jantaha there, Krunme Jantaha.
Okay.
Pratyaya, which is Makara or Ejanta.
Oh, okay.
That will become an Avyaya.
Okay.
So Makaranta is you know, the Krut Pratyaya Tumun. That will create an Avyaya.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it has to come from one of these 5, whatever you do. Well, for example, word like Tataha, Yataha, all those, you know, Taditascha Sarvivaktihi. That is the one which will create all of those. So all Tadita Avyayas come from that 1138. And so on. Anyway, so Avyaya Bhavascha is here, so we create an Avyaya. Now, just to, as I said in last class, is that the Avyaya Bhavascha Sutram also comes in one more place, very confusing. As I mentioned in Ashtadhyayi, some sutras are repeated, 2-3 places. And the Avyaya Bhavascha Sutram also comes in 2.4, which makes it into a neuter gender, Napumsakalingam. This is the most confusing thing because you might think an Avyaya won't have any gender. You see this one 2.4.18 over here, Avyaya Bhavascha. Then are same sutram, 2.4.18, same Avyaya Bhavascha. And that's going to create into Napumsakam. Because the prior sutram is Napumsakam. The anuvritti of Napumsakam is coming down. Avyaya Bhavascha, they become neuter also. The use of this is to basically make the rasva at the end, Again, we won't go into all detail because we're not doing full samasas, but since he has used this word pratipadam, we're just going through it, one more time. Again, we did it last class, but just want to repeat it here. So Avyaya Bhavas, they are neuter, they're also Avyayas. Let me try to use Kalpesh's application. We have this nice Kashika which Kalpesh has given, where you can jump to the sutram immediately. Let me try that, okay? Give me 1 second. Let me just see if I can bring that up. Okay, let me see. Kalpesh is IJK. Okay, here is Kalpesh's Kashika. Okay, see here I can type any sutra numbers. If I can type that number, 141, hit enter. See, it says here, Avyaya Bhava Samasaha, Avyaya Sanya Bhavati. Right, it says. So the simple, that's what you're saying, that the Avyaya Bhava Samasa creates an Avyaya. Now the other one which I looked at, I think was 2.4.18. If I type 2.4.18 over here, I get the 2.4.18. So that way I can show all sutrams right here, on the screen itself I can show you all sutras. I think somebody else has joined us. Oh, Shankarji is here. Let me unmute him. Shankarji, namaskara. Hello? Shankarji, are you there? No. Okay, I guess, anyways, he's unmuted. He can come back anytime. But I forgot to mention to you, I think you already know, most of you, that we are using this webinar is actually given to us by Shankarji because he has been using it successfully at Arsha Vidya Gurukulam. So we are sharing it with him till April, and after, we'll see what to do after that. But anyway, so here is that Sutram 2.4.18, and it says very clearly, Avyaya Bhavascha Samaso Napumsakalingo Bhavati. So these two are sutrams here. So Avyaya Bhavas are Napumsaka, they're also going to be Avyayas. Now what happens is that normally when you have any Avyaya, you get the sutram Avyayad Ap Supaha. So Avyayad Ap Supaha says that the sup ending or the Stri Pratyaya Ap, tap, chap, those, they take look elision. So they are going to be gone. But in our case, the look elision has not happened because we got the samasa pratipada and then we have pratipadam. So now why we get a pratipadam is what I'm trying to come to, okay? So let's look at 2.4.71, Avyayad Apsupaha. No, sorry, wrong number. Wrong number. 2482 avyadap supaha. So, let's see. Shankarji, you there? No. Okay. 2482 avyadap supaha. This software, what it does is that everywhere the sutra occurs, the software will, dumps it over here. So even though I type 2482, it's giving me all the sutras where that reference is made to 2482. So this is a nice hyperlink, so I can jump to any sutram. So I can click on any link over here, and this is the same, basically the same material which is there in the Ganakashtadhyaya is over here. Anyway, you can look at down 2482, avyayad uttarasya apaha supascha luk bhavati. So that's what normally you would have done, a look elision. So the question which came in the last class is that which sup are we bringing in now? When you make the samasa pratipada which we made, which again is pada plus plus prati, or we can also have it as pade padeti pratipadam. Then which sup are we bringing in? This is what we were thinking about in the last class. And I think as I thought about it, I think the simplest thing is to think if we bring the default sup, which is the su. Because the reason being that we already have pade equals pratipadam. The following pade, already saptam is already there. We cannot bring another saptam anything after that. I think it doesn't make any sense. Let me give you one more example. For example, this is the take this example. Let's say Ramasya samipam my typing is a bit slow, so please bear with me. I'll get faster. That equals uparamam. This is also a kind of an avyabhava samasa. Uparama. So means close to Rama, in Rama's vicinity. But again, to remind, if you have any questions, you can just raise your hand and I will unmute. You can ask questions. And of course, the staff can already talk without unmute themselves. So now this kind of samasa you can bring in different vibhaktis. For example, you can say uparame Lakshmana tishtati. So Lakshmana stays close to Rama. You can bring a saptami vibhakti after this because it makes sense. You're talking about close to Rama. So, uparamad Hanuman agacchati. So Hanuman comes from Rama's presence. So those kind of usages I think would make sense if you have a samasa like uparama. But you have pade already in saptami vibhakti. I think to bring another saptami will not make sense to me. Anyway, that's my thinking right now. We'll come back to this when we do avyabhava samasas. But to finish the point is that, so let's go back and do this one, our pratipada. So we found the pratipadikam pratipada. To refresh, remember this over here, that's going to go by supo dhatu pratipadikayoho 2471. You're going to remove that within the 2471 will say supo dhatu pratipadikayoho, which means that within a pratipadikam, a sup pratyaya cannot stay. And because of the kruttarita samasascha, samasas form pratipadikams. So within a pratipadikam, you cannot have a supratyaya. So that's 2471, supo dhatu pratipadikayoho. So this is one. But the is gone. And then we have just the form pratipada. So that is our pratipadikam, pratipada. Now after that, if you bring in the default sup ending.
Satishji?
Yes.
When you wrote you wrote as pada plus plus prati, and now how does it become pratipada? There should be a pura pada, uttara pada business,
yes,
right?
Yes, vyavastha should be there. Now what is that,
okay.
Savitaji? If you look at the sutram which we used to form this samasa, which was the, let me go to there for a second, the 216 which we used. See, that's also another thing to remember. Any samasa you form in the whole language, you have to start from some sutram in 2-1 or 2-2. That's always starting point for any samasa. So no samasa can be formed unless you find something in 2-1 or 2-2 to allow that. And the very first in that comes avya bhavas. Pani talks about avya bhavas. So Lalitaji, to answer your question is that when you look at 2-1, again we have not done this so far, we'll do it later on in the book is coming. See 2-1-6, if you see that one, see the avyam, this padam avyam in 2-1-6 is prathama nidishtam. So this avyam is prathama, ekavachanam. And then all this vibhakti, samipa, samruddhi and all of this is vachaneshu. So Kalpesh is a typo in your Ashtadhyayi. It should be vachaneshu. Is this type? So this has some typos, I guess, but okay, anyway. This vachaneshu is going to be in the saptami bahuvachanam. Kalpesh, are you there? Maybe I should unmute you. Maybe Kalpesh is not there. Okay, anyway. This should be vachaneshu. But
I just muted myself.
Okay, do you see this typo, Kalpesh?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
I've seen that happening frequently with the source of Ganavestadhyay.
Okay, all right.
So we'll have to take it with a pinch of salt.
Okay, so that is basically maybe a font problem. Maybe I don't know. Could be possibly, but maybe it's only with these conjunct things that's happening, or in general.
I will investigate that.
Okay.
Let me see what is the cause of that problem.
Okay, all right. So anyway, this is Saptami Bahuvachanam. So Lalitaji, coming back to question, this is a Prathama Nidishtam. Okay, and then what happens is that the Prathama Nidishtam gets the Upasarjana Sanya. I'll give you the numbers for that. Prathama Nidishtam Samasa Upasarjanam, and that number is let me go to that number for you quickly. That's 1243. So let me jump to that. Again, I was kind of skipped that one because but no problem. We can look at it quickly. This is going to be for any samasa you form. Is how do you know which term goes first, which goes second? And what you do is that you see in the samasa vidhayaka sutram, which is the prathama nidishtam padam. In the sutram, okay? In the sutram, what is the prathama? So here we have that avyayam. That was prathama in the sutram. So then we come to 1243. And here says prathama nidishtam samase upasarjanam. Use the padacheda. So that gives the upasarjana sanya. And once you get upasarjana sanya, then Pani says upasarjanam purvam. And that's going to come in the 2.2. I think it comes around 2230-ish. Yeah, 2230 says upasarjanam purvam. So that's how Lalitaji it goes first.
Sateshji, clear.
So upasarjanam purvam is down here. See, it says samase upasarjana sanyakam samase purvam prayoktavyam. So that is what it says. So that's how I'm putting it. So even though the vigraha vakyam I put one way, but once the vigraha vakyam is okay, that's not a big deal. But I'm thinking when you form the compound itself, we have to put that prati as first and pada as second. So once the whole pratipadikam is formed, you bring in a new sup now. This sup is for the whole samasta padam. It's taking a sup. So I think we should bring only su over here as a default. That's basically what I'm trying to get to. Last time we were thinking about which sup can come here. I think only default su only will bring. And then normally we should have had avyad ap supaha. The 2482 which you're talking about. But there is an exception to that, and the next sutram says the 2483 we need to look at, and again we'll do that and we'll move on. So 2483, this also is an interesting sutram. That 2483 says, let me see what happened here. Okay, let me try it again. This is Kalpesh's homemade software. Okay, so you got to.
I think that it is taking up your characters from Meta to Disable Baraha.
I know, I got it. So this is.
I've fixed 216. Okay.
Here it is. Okay, you fixed that. Okay, thank you. So purvena luk praptaha pratishidyate. So the aware of the prior sutram to this. So you can also I can also go to the prior sutram over here. So you can use this left arrow here, takes the prior sutram. But what we're going to do is that we're going to once Wayne can set up the Google group and everything, maybe Satya can do it, we will upload these pages on the Google group. So you will have the same thing which I'm having here. You will have on your computer. You can also play around with it, and in case you not see the screen. Now, Kalpesh, why not taking me to the Praya Sutram?
Yeah, Satish, I already set up the group.
You already, okay, thank you.
Yeah, it's up, yeah.
So we will then, okay, we will upload this page. But today, bear with me. Just look at my screen for the time being. You will get all these pages and everything you will have on your computer also, okay?
So
What it
Satish,
says, avyad uttarasya apaha supascha luk bhavati. That was so this supluk was prapta. So, but then was praptam, but the next sutram says, which we need right now, is purvena luk praptaha pratishiddhyate. That look is now being stopped. What it says, adantat. This is this software sometimes doesn't split the padas. You have to be a little bit careful, okay? It is adantat, not danta. It should be adantat, avye bhavad, uttarasya, supo na luk bhavati. So basically, if you have an avye bhava samasa, and it should be avye bhava samasa, okay? Not any other avya. But like an avya like cha. Now they're all avyas. They will have just, avya of supa, sup is gone. If you have avya bhava samasa ending in short a, then what happens is that you don't get supluk. Instead, adeshaha. You get the adesha for the sup. So that when we had that, and then there's further thing in the sutram is that for the, as long as panchami is not implied, you get the adesha. So we don't have panchami vibhakti, we bring in the sup default su. So what happens, coming back to our example, is the su becomes That's what is happening. Su becomes And then you use the ami purvaha. I think you all know that, right? So we become pratipadam. So pratipadam is an avya, even though that is showing up there and is confusing you, think it's not an avya, but it is an avya. And because of this 2483 sutram, is that like in Gita, asamshayam. That also is in avya bhava samasa. That was samshayam. So same thing is happening there, okay? The pratipada. By the way, here, I can also bring you my favorite Gita Press page, just to show you that. See in this, if you go to the Arsha Vidya thing, Shankarji has already put the link to that. If you go under pages, and there is a link.
Now, Satishji, we cannot escape now.
No,
at
yes,
all.
You have to look at it. What happened to this? Okay, it's not coming for some reason. Okay, I thought there was a page was here, but it's not bringing it up. I don't know why it's not bringing it up. But anyway, I can go a different way also. So, okay, let me try something else. Okay, anyway, I want to show you that page. Because now okay, which loka of Gita it comes asamshayam? Anybody raise their hand? Which loka of Gita asamshayam? Asamshayam mahabaho munodurnigraham chalam. Usha ji, raise your hand. Yes, I know. No, 6th adhyaya. Very good.
6th adhyaya, okay.
Usha ji raised her hand, then she put it down again. Let me unmute her for time being. Usha ji, you there?
Suraganam just Vareti, right?
Usha ji, you there?
Yeah, I'm there. Yeah, I'm here.
Which loka which you say?
No, I don't know. I thought so, but just Vareti, right?
Which one? Which was there? Say it again, loudly. I'm thinking of chapter 6. I'm thinking of chapter 6, the Arjuna Vacha. Asamshayam mahabaho manodurnigraham shalam abhyasinutta kaunteya vairagina cha griyate. So let me just show you again quickly, because we'll be using this page also. So I just want to take this chance to show you that page to get that website. Okay, here we go. I think I got it. Okay, so this is, I think all of you know this one, but I'll just show it to you again. This is the, I think you go to download and Hindi Sanskritam, okay, and there you will see the Sadhaka Sanjeevani.
Shloka number 35.
Oh, thank you. So this, you see this number 6, chapter 6 over here. You click on that. So we can now see the whole Gita over here. We'll keep this page open, and again we'll load all these pages up. Okay, so you can click on that on your end also. Thank you. So shloka number 36. See, as we get used to the software, what we should have some, what I call as panelists, So panelists, what they do is they can see people's questions and things. So if you have a question, you just type, so I can keep on going, and the panelists have to answer the question on the side, There may be Satyaji or, Anuji, you can become panelists turn by turn. So any question which come up, if somebody types a question, you can answer on the side, so I don't have to stop the whole class and answer that question also. Okay. Yeah, no, it is here, 35. This. Asamshayam Mahabaho. This one, see, this also is a vibhava. And this has the at the end of it, Asamshayam Mahabaho. Anyway, so that was the whole discussion last time about this word pratipadam. This pade padeti pratipadam. This is an vibhava samasa. I told you how the stays there with 2483. And I think I'm not 100% sure, but my opinion is that we can only bring in a su pratyaya as the default su and not anything else, because already you have pade in the vigraha vakyam itself. So on top of that, bringing another panchami or tritiya, doesn't make any sense. So you have to check, what is the vigraha vakyam of the avibhava samasa, and then after that you can bring in the pratyaya and see if it makes sense. Okay. So we leave it at that for time being. We'll come back when we do, samasa later on. So let's continue with the homework. We are now on page 80, and this exercise is a very easy exercise because she is asking us to do only Shatru Pratyaya here. So let's do one in detail, Atitru. So let me go down here. So if we start with Ati is Upasarga, so it doesn't participate in this operation at all. So we just take the Dhatu Tru. Let me just practice my Baraha skills here. Okay, I got it. Tru plus, what's the first step here? When you want to form Shatru Pratyaya, what is the first step you do? Tru plus what?
Lat.
Tru plus lat.
Lat.
Lat. Because the reason why Tru plus lat is that because lata Shatri Shana Chao. So lat, the Shatri and Shanach are an adesha for the lat Pratyaya only. And that, because Vartamane lat. And that is where in the, I think it's 3.2, I think 123. And the next sutram itself is this, lata Shatri Shana Chao Prathama Samana Adhikarane. So we'll start with lat. We'll do one example in detail, and then we can go fast with the other ones. Okay, lat. Okay, and this is by, Vartamani lat itself. So we'll just use this 3.2. Let me bring the Ashtadhyayi page back here. The 3.2. 123 is Vartamani lat. Vartamani lat is this one. And then the next one is Lata Shatrishana Chao Prathama Samana Adhikarane. So then, since we are not bringing the Tiptash G, bringing only the Vivaksha is to create a Krudanta form here. So then we, instead of lat, we substitute the Shatra. So that's what's the next step. Also should be, this one also should be a Shatru Pratyaya. So that's what happens. And then we will see what Gana this Dhatu belongs to. I think this is first Gana Dhatu, Tarati. So you're going to have the Kartari Shap. Now how do you know this is Kartari Arthe? Because normally all Krut Pratyayas are Kartari Arthe. We have Kartari Krut. So 3.4.67, I think it says Kartari Krut. So unless mentioned otherwise, all Krut Pratyayas, of course this has very important exceptions, but for the starting point, all Krut Pratyayas are Kartari Krut. So always remember Sutam. These are like, your anchor blocks, So you should always come, when you make any Krut Pratyaya, come to Kartari Krut. For Shatru, there is no exception to override this. So it's Kartariyat. Because remember, you cannot bring Shap and this Apavada until it is Kartariyarthe. Okay, otherwise the Yak is going to come in there. So Kartari Shap, again Sarvadhatuke, Tinshit Sarvadhatukam. So here we're going to bring in the Shap now. So get Shap, I'm sorry. No, I should. This is, no. My Baraha skills a little bit need to be practiced. What I should do is, I think, okay, I think I got it. Shap plus Shatra. And of course, this, remember Anuji Sutram, Rutayit Dhatoho. Is that any dhatu ending in long ru will take the, an adesh of short Rutayit Dhatoho. But that, what number is that? That number is going to be, I think, 71100. I think 71100 is under Sutram. Look at the Ashtadhyay, 71100 will be Rutayit Dhatoho. No, I like Kalpesh is better. Let me go that one. This one takes too long. That I can jump to any sutra quickly. So I like that one better. Look at okay. If I use 71100,
you'll have to go to that to your links again.
Ah,
Yeah.
how that happened? Because I jumped off the page. That happened.
No, because you went back and forth, next and previous. The next and previous.
Oh, then you have to come back to link again.
Yeah,
Okay,
I will fix that.
No problem. No problem. I'll do that. Yeah. These are all teething pains today. First day. So okay, let me bring that page again. Yeah. So basically, what Kalpesh is saying is that if you use the back and front, then you have to come back to link again. Okay. So 7100 is Rutayit Dhatoho. I think it's correct. Let me try. Yeah, Rutayit Dhatoho. So Ruka, is again this is a little bit of typos here. We Rukarantasya Dhatoho Angasya Ikaradesha Bhavati. But in our case, we're not going to have that. The reason for that is that because the guna is a parakaryam to this. The 7384, I think it is, Sarvadhatuka Ardhadhatuka Yoho. That's going to come and it's going to just a parakaryam. So only when the dhatu survives the guna, then only you get Rutayit Dhatoho. But for us, because the Shap Pratyaya has come, it is a Pratyaya Sarvadhatuka, it also Pit Pratyaya, it's going to do the guna. So it says Sarvadhatuke Adhatuke cha Pratyaya Parataha Igantasya Angasya Guno Bhavati. So you see, it says Tarati. See the example, the first example, the Kashika gives is Tarati. Because that's why he's showing, in fact, you got the answer right here. He already gave the form Tarati. So Tarati means must be Tarat is the Shatra. Anyway, we'll complete it our way. But that's the reason why we don't do Rutayit Dhatoho. Here we do the guna, make it Uran Raparaha, and this becomes Tar. And then you get Tara Anubandha Lope, bring it only A, it becomes Tara, and Shatra Anubandha Lope is, the Lashakvatadjite, Upadesh Ajna Nasika, it becomes Artha. So it becomes Tara. And now, what happens is that the between this and now, of course, Atogune, because the Ekadesha becomes Tarat. So that is the Prajapati becomes Tarat. I think this is all easy. We just went through it one time, just to know. And the simple rule, as they say, if you look at the Lat Lakara itself, the Prathama Purusha Bhuvacham is Taranti. Remove the anti, add the at. Normally that will work. So even if you don't have a book which gives the Shatra Pratyayas to you, if you just look at the Lat Lakara form, you can just back out from that. And vice versa also. Which means that if you had the Rupamala, Krant Rupamala, that doesn't have any Lakara forms. But it gives you the Shatra form. So you can take that. If you only have the Rupamala, you can still get all the Lakaras of book 1. The Lat, Lot, Lang, Vidhiling, you can just take the Shatra Pratyaya and undo it. We give you Tarat, you can make Taranti, and then from there you're all set. You can make others. So, and also in Shastriji's volume 3, I think all of you must be knowing, he has given some very nice list of all these forms. Just quickly to tell you, pratyaya shatru forms he has given on page 132. So 132 of volume 3, he gives a long list of all these. In fact, 3 is there. If you look at page 133 of Vaimi, volume number 3, page 133, number 68, he has given tarat. So that's also a very good place to check your answers for all these things. Okay, you don't have to go to the whole Rupamala. You can just come here, and most of the time you'll find the answer right here in volume 3 of Shastriji. So that's the first one. Next one is adhikru. Adhikru. So we'll just do that one now. So you won't write all the steps on the board over here. Yes, go ahead. Any question?
Yeah, this 3 to 124. That is Latas Shatru Shanachau.
Yes.
Aprathama. Samanadikarane. That aprathama is. Can you please? I'm sorry, I missed the last class. But may I just request you to please explain that once more?
What happens is that, see, in this Panini says that, when you have a samadhikaran, for example, you say, Howard Gita, Ajopi sanna vyatma, bhutanam ishwaropi sanna, prakritim samadhisthaya, sambhavamya atmamaya, right? Which chapter is that? Chapter 4, I think. Ajopi sanna vyatma. Now the sun is, is prathama. It is, why even there, Pashyan, Shunvan, Sprishan, Jigran, Nashnan, Gachan, Sapanshvasan, chapter 5, that's also prathama nidishtam. So now how can we justify these prathama nidishtam forms with Panini? Because Panini is saying aprathama samadhikarane, this question, right? The way that the Vyakhyanam is that, if you look at the prior sutram here, Vartamane Lat was 3 to 123. Again, I can put it up here again. So 3 to 123 was Vartamane Lat. Now again, Panini is saying Latas Shatrishana Chav. So why? Because normally he will not repeat any, he will not waste any anuvritti. Okay? But this case he has repeated the word lataha. So then Kashika on that says, lat iti vartamane punar lat grahanam adhika vidhanartham. So it says that sometimes the kvachit prathama samadhikarane api bhavati san brahmana, etc. So that's what, whether Shankarji was there in the seminar, I couldn't hear him, but he was there. But he did come and he has left our class, so hopefully we'll be fine. Okay.
He left a message in the questions.
Oh, he did leave a message?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yes. Oh, his mic is not working. Okay, thank you. His mic you can work. Okay. So his mic was not working. Anyway, so lat was already coming as vritti. So again, why repeat lat? So that's one way to justify this, prathama nidishtam forms. Is that normally it's not used prathama samadhikarane, but sometimes it is. That's one way. Also, what you can do is that you can look at the Sutram 3 to 126, and there Panini gives some specific meanings in which there is this Shatru Pratyaya can be used and Shanish can be used, and there you can use prathama. In prathama samadhikarane also you can use that. So there are two ways out. You can use this Vyakhyanam on 3 to 124 and say, this is the adhika vidhanartham, punarlat grahanam. Or you can go to 3 to 126 and see if you can have that kind of meaning, lakshana or hetu. Anyway, that's just, the interesting thing by the example that he gives on 3 to 126 is that Shayana bhunjate yavanaha, means that the Greeks and the Romans, they eat while sleeping. We see it nowadays in the movies. They show that the style of eating was they eat while lying down. But anyway, so that 3 to 126 is, you can also justify the prathama samadhikaranam from that or from this 3 to 1. So basically for that, for us, basically that thing is not much use, But a prathama samadhikaranam, we can kind of almost like ignore that part. It doesn't make much sense to us. So anyway, coming back to the next example is adhikru. So adhikru. So now here, dhatu kru, you can, if you just want to say the quick way, if you just take kurvanti, and you can
Satishi,
just, yes.
when we did the juru dhatu in Divadigana, we did substitute with Rutit dhatu because it survived. There is no guna happening there.
There is no guna happening, yes, correct.
Okay.
Because there you get the, Saurdhakam apit nitvat, correct.
Right.
Whenever you have the, the guna not happening, you will have that,
Okay.
Like, even like when you bring in the nishtha pratyaya, like you make the, you can form like tirna, kirna, jirna, all these forms. The guna is not there, so they all take that one,
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Okay, so now adhikru. So let's see. We need, so same sutra used for lat you can use here also when you use. So when you have, let's quickly go to the sutra. I think the main one that you need is that gana vikaranam u will come in. So we get the, we'll have, let me see, put this one here. We'll get, skipping some of the steps. We'll just start with
Satishi,
yes.
Sorry to disturb. So once we get the tarat, in Pullinga it becomes taran because of the, okay, and then Strilinga tarati.
Okay, Strilinga, you'll think of the num agama,
Okay.
And those 3-4 sutram, just to refresh your memory, I think they are in the 7-1, is it? 79 to 82, because, okay, let's talk about that for a second. Is the Pratipadikam in the Strilinga is, first of all, you bring in the pratyaya neep, runnebhyo neep, ugitascha, I'm sorry. Let's do that first. So when you had to bring in the pratyaya neep by sutram, runnebhyo, ugitascha, and that number is 4, 1, I think 6. Let's go there for a second. Okay, if I go to 416, when you have to make the feminine form of tarat, you will use this ugitascha, and you'll get see ug iti yatra sambhavati yatha katanchit tad ugit. So because we had the pratyaya shatru, that ru was as an it, and then he says tadantad striyam ni pratyaya bhavati. So you get the ni pratyaya. So you get the long e. So you have tarat plus neep that you have. And then the next thing that we have to do is that see if this num agama is coming or not. And that is the achinadyor num. Let me go to that for a second. These are sutras which are mostly very favorite exam questions. I think most people get it wrong most of the time. That's number 718081. Let's jump to that one for a second. So 7180. Again, this is only in when you form the feminine forms. Otherwise, you don't need it in the masculine. So 7180. It says, let's see, avarnantad angat. If you have anga ending in avarna, right? Means avarna means you look at prior to shatru, because we had tara plus at. So before shatru, we had tara. That was avarnanta anga for the shatru. So what is anga for the shatru? You have to look at that one, okay? You had tara. So uttarasya shatuhu vanum agamo bhavati shi nadyoho parataha. So here what Pani means by nadyoho, he means this, feminine affix e when you have. You get the num agama va, optionally. But the next sutram says shapshano nityam. Look at 781, it will say shapshan iti etayoho shatuhu. So following the shap and shan, if you have, shinadyoho par nityam num agama bhavati. So what it boils down to is that when you have this, first kana or fourth kanas, they will take the num nityam. If you have it in the sixth kana or maybe dhatu itself or the second kana ending in long a, they will be optional. If you have dhatu, like for example, if you have dhatu tud, become tudat, become tudati and tudanti, two forms. You decline like nadi again. The whole thing will decline like nadi. If you have a form like bhavat, it'll become bhavanti. So that is the thing. So in our case, we are in the shop. So we will have to make the feminine. We have to use this 7181, make the nityam numagama, and we'll have to make the feminine form as the pratipadikam itself will become taranti. With the ni which we added, you will get taranti. Decline like nadi. So taranti, tarantyau, tarantyaha, tarantim, tarantyau, and so on and so forth. So that's what happened in feminine. In the masculine, as you said, taran, tarantau, tarantaha, tarantam, tarantau, tarataha, and so on. So that is what's happening. So anyway, so that we did that, and we come to dhatu adhikru, the kru plus u plus the shatru means only at. You're going to get anubandha lope, and skipping some steps. So first thing you have to get the guna. The u will do guna for the kru. Uran raparaha. Sarva dhatuka ardha dhatuka yoho gunaha. So you become kar. Becomes kar. Kar u plus at. Now we get this sutram which says that niti ataus sarva dhatuke. Let's look at that one. So 6-4. I think it's 110. So 6-4-110 is Ata Ut Sarva Dhatuke. Let me bring up the Ashtadhyayi. So 6-4-110 Ata Ut Sarva Dhatuke. See, Ukar Pratyantayasya Karote. So basically you need the ukar pratyanta karote. That's that karu which you had. Akarasya. So basically what you should look at is the kakara uttaravarti akara. There's only one akara there. So when you have karu, only one akara is there. It is following the ka. Kakara uttaravarti akara. Akarasya sthane ukara adesha bhavati sarva dhatuke kniti parataha. So required following the karu, you should have, so in our example what we have is that following this karu, we have this shatrupatya. That is Tingshit Sarvatakam, and also Sarvatakam Apit Nitvat. So that's why in what they call the weak forms, everywhere this kar is going to become kur. Kur. And I think Hari and I were talking the other day. The reason why, see in this Sutram 64110, why does Pani have to say Ata Ut Sarvadhatuke? Because the Ut is a Vidhiyamana. That is the Adeshaha. Because the Sutram Anudit Savarnasya Cha Pratyaha, this Ut will never stand for its Savarnas. Because Savarnas, when something is being prescribed in Adesha or Agama or whatever, they will not bring Savarnas with it. There is no need to say ut, because said ata u sarvadhatuke, right? So then why is Pani saying ut? Now what they say is that the reason for that is that at this step, now when you have the kur plus u, we can argue that this u should do guna for this ganavikaranam u, should do guna one more time for this u over here, because this is a lagu upadhana. Ugandha lagu upatasya guna should come in here. So that's why they say Panini has put that u over there. I'm sorry, the tapakaranam. The tapara has been made. So don't change this one. Don't change this u and do guna any further. I think if you look at the Kashika, he will say that somewhere. Look at that one. See the statement by Kashika here. Taparakaranam lagupatasya guna nivrityartham. So this taparakaranam is because lagupata guna should not take place. That's the way they justify this ut being mentioned here. So now we get the form kurru at. Now next is sandhi time now. Sandhi time. Remember this u is a gana vikaranam. It's not a dhatu ukara. If it was a dhatu ukara, you have to go to the ashishta dhatu bhruvam, yor yengumangau. but this is not that. This is only a Gana Vikarana. So Iko and Achi will have to come. There's nothing else because this is not, there's no exception to that. So you get, so the U becomes a Va. Okay, good. And see now here again we run into a bit of a problem. Is that, remember the Vorupadhaya Dirgha. That's, I think it's 8 to I think 76. I know Anuji knows the sutram, I know that. 8 to 76. Vorupadhaya Dirgha Ikaha. If you have a dhatu ending in the repa or vakara, which has to be padanta, but padanta, then the upadha becomes dirgha. But the next sutram says halicha. So if you have a dhatu ending in the repa or vakara, this is the one we're talking about, is kur. That is a dhatu. Even the dhatu was kru to begin with, we are using the nyaya, the ekadesha vikritam ananyavat. So this ananyavat, this is also dhatu sanya is not lost. So this is a dhatu ending in repa. Because the guna was done to the dhatu itself, uran raparaha came with that, and so this repa is, so there we have followed by a hal, which is number 8 to 77. So then we can have the dirghatvam praptam. This u can take dirgha now. So that is start by 8 to 79. Na bha kur churam. So he has the dhatu kur especially mentioned there, that this, so let me put up this, so we need that sutra, we need the 8 to 79, okay. Again, this is all covered in detail in Bhaimi in volume 2. If you just look up the dhatu kru with the lat lakara prakriya, that's all covered in detail there. So this you can, no problem, you can follow everything there. So repa vakarantas, yes.
Even 8 to 76 is not applying, right? Because it's not standing at the end of the pada.
But 77 is applying. 77 is applying. Halicha.
Oh, because the vakara.
Vakara is a hal. Yeah. So 77 needs to be stopped. That's it.
Okay, okay, okay.
So repa vakarantasya bhasya, and then see this kur. We don't have bhasanya, we have kur. So kur, chur, iti etayoscha dirgho na bhavati. So he gives, he gives the form kuryat. Similar thing, but kuryat. So that's why, so finally after all that, we have the form kurvat. So now we just joined it, make it kurvat. So make it kurvat. So again, to summarize it, we had kru plus lat, gana vikaranam, tiptaji would have been praptam, but we want to use vivapsha, so we want to make the krunda pratyaya, so we, krut pratyaya we want to bring, so we use the 3 to 124, let us shatra shana cha, pratama samadhi karane. So we got shatra, then we get the kartari shap, praptaha, apavadaha is the u gana vikaranam, so we got kru, u plus at, u did the guna, uran rapara becomes kar, u plus at. Then we got the Ata Utsarva Dhatuke. That was the first special sutram. Okay, everything else is Samanyam. The one with the 64110 which was there, that was a special rule for only for Dhatu Kru. Ata Utsarva Dhatuke. Again, that requires a pratyaya which is Sarva Dhatuka Kitnit to follow. So we had the Shatur pratyaya which qualified for that because of Sarva Dhatukam Apit Nitvat. That made the U become Kur, U plus At. Then we had Yand Sandhi only coming, nothing else. So Kur, Va plus At. And then last thing was that Halicha was stopped by this 8279. So these two rules, the 64110 and the, 110. And also the, but if I'm saying anything wrong, please correct me because it's going to be on recording also. So, शुद्धीकरणं कर्तव्यं भवद्भिः कृपया तत्कालम् एव यावत् शक्यं. So 82, at least the next time you should correct if something is wrong. So 8279, these are two special rules. And so this, but now here, if you want to make the feminine over here, there will be no numagama, because that, remember that rule we saw, that 7-1, they were all only avarna antadanga. So here before the shatru we have the va. This is not avarna. So there is no num. So we write only, if you want to make feminine, you just add the ugitascha, neep, and you just make it, the kurvati. So you just add the long e, the neep, and make it, kurvati. So if you look at kurvati, kurvatyau, kurvatyaha, kurvatim, this comes in Bhagavatam. Venum kudantim kuidantim. It comes somewhere. Anyway, so kurvati. See, this one thing about Gita, you don't have that many feminine forms in the Gita. So this example to find in Gita is, in fact, I think it's not there in Gita. These feminine shatrus and all these, they're hard to find. So you have to go to some like Devi Mahatyam or Bhagavatam. You have to go to some other places, Okay, so that covers that. So adhikru. Now the next one is anuma. Here nothing special. I don't know why he's giving this example here. I really don't know. There's nothing special that I can think of. Anuma, this dhatu is second gana. You're going through the same steps when you do the ma plus when you have the this should be very straightforward really. So ma, you get the again I'm skipping the sequence. Make you ma plus lat becomes shatrus, anubandha lope at, and then you get the shap, but in shap look. This is second gana. This is the adadi gana dhatu. So adi pravriti bhyashapa shap look. So nothing here. Only ma plus at. I think it should just become mat. That's all it is. There's nothing more. Because here only akastami dirgha will come. Okay, now here if you have to make the feminine, there we have to do 7-1-80 now. You get vikalpe and numagama. Let's go back to that for a second. So the 7-1-80. Last time we had the shap, so that we used 7-1-81. Now that was nityam. The shap shanor nityam was there. But this one says avarnanta dangad uttarasya shatu vanum agamo bhavati shinadyoho parataha. She says yati down here, yati brahmani. So that ma and ya is about the same, not very different. So he says yati brahmani, yanti brahmani. This lady, she goes, she's going. So that's what the example comes. So you have two forms, mati and manti. One is measuring. So that's, again, I don't know exactly why this example is here, but should be very straightforward.
And Satishi, for Pullinga, then it is man.
Man, manto, mantaha, mantam, manto,
Okay.
mataha, and so on. It should be like that. So that is the anuma. I think he's only given maybe because he's given the example in the vocabulary. That's what maybe he's giving it for that reason maybe. Yeah, because the example is anuma. Look at the vocabulary, he's given anuma to infer, anumanam, to guess. Maybe that's why he's giving the example. Oh, okay. Thank you. I think there are some examples. The kru dhatu in volume is Bhaimi volume 2, page 558. For your reference, dhatu kru is volume 2, page 558. I think Vin asked the question about what is the significance of avyay bhava. Okay, Satya has a question. Let me ask that.
No, anumat is the pratipadikam. So pullinga prathama ekavachanam is anuman.
Anuman.
And dvitiya is anumanam.
Anumantam.
Oh, sorry.
Anumantam, yeah.
Anumantam.
So anumanam is a famous term that people use anywhere, anumanam.
Right. But it is not, it's not derived.
No. This will be man, manto, mantaha, mantam, manto. Like that. So,
Okay.
just like pachat shabda, nothing, no different.
Okay.
Become man.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's just as simple as so. Okay. Vane was asking about the significance of the gender in avyay bhava. I think we already got the answer to that. The gender in avyay bhava, to make it neuter, was the to make it the rasva. Let me give a sutram also. I think it's in the I mentioned before that in avibhavas become neuter gender. Now what is the purpose of that? Because it doesn't seem to make any sense. So that is the reason for that is that you have to there's no pratipadikam in the neuter gender with the dirgha saranta because of this 1247. Let's look at it quickly for 1 second. 1247 we had this is the reason. Oh, I'm sorry. No, 1247. How did this happen? I typed 1247. Oh, maybe this has a reference to it. Okay.
Scroll down. Can you scroll down?
Yes. You have to scroll down. Yes. Thank you, Karpesh. So, napumsaka linge arthe yat pradipadikam vartate tasya rastvo bhavati adeshaha alontyasya chaha. So, atiri kulam. So, he gives that anything which you have in the neuter gender, immediately at the end of that will become rasvaha. So, there is no pradipadikam in the whole language which has dirgha, swara, anta, napumsaka. There is no exception to that. So, for example, if you make an avibhava samas like a word like adhistri, the striyam is adhistri. Again, we haven't done all these sutras yet, but just quick example, we do adhistri. Now here, because avibhavas are neuters, you apply sutram, rasva napumsake pradipadakasya, and make it adhistri. So basically, stri vishaye adhistri. Make it and can make it adhikumari. So even though these kumari and stri are long e endings, you have to make it adhikumari. So concerning women, concerning girls, this is the anukaya vibhasa. That's the reason for that making. Okay, so that's the copy. All right, so continuing with this now. Now anushas. So now, what is this? Anything special? Because shas is second grana dhatu, and the only thing sutra I want to remind is 616 is a sutram. Anushas, and that in the abhyasa sanya. Then with dhatu in second grana we had done when we did the let prakriya. We did that some of these dhatus get the sanya of abhyasta without abhyas actually being there. So normally ubhay abhyastam, the abhyasa, the duplicated part with the original, which is together called abhyastam. But for some of these dhatus, there are about 7 of them. Jakshatiyadeha shat. And that they get the abhyasa sanya. In that the dhatu shas is there, shasati. So let's look at it for a second. It is the 616. Says the sutra has a lot of references. If you scroll down, because they refer to many other sutras, Here is 616. So jaksha iti ayam dhatuhu iti adayaha anye shad dhatavah. So total 7 dhatus. They will get the abhyasa sanya. So saptanam dhatunam abhyasa sanya bhavidhiyate. And there you have the word shasati. So shasati is the prathama purusha bahuvachanam. Dhatu shas becomes shasati. So you can do the same rule. Remove the ati. Actually, anti is ati in this case, and add the yat becomes shasat. But for us, we can go the long way, and just doesn't affect us that much here, because here we can just do the dhatu shas plus the shas is second grana dhatu. So the pratyaya, shap from shapluk takes place. So just shasat, that's all. So shasat. Again the same thing. We have, shasan, shasantau, shasantaha, shasantam, shasantau, shasataha. Here also in the feminine, no numagama, because this anga is ending in a sakara. It's not avarnanta. So you get only shasati. Will be the feminine form, shasati. So that completes that section. So the next one he's talking about.
What happens in Pullinga? Shasan?
Shasan, shasanto, shasan.
What is 7178? For some reason I have 7178 referred
yes.
there.
Nabhyas tachatuhu. Thank you. Just thank you. Okay, that's in the Pumsakalinga, but.
Okay.
Let's look at that for a second. Nabhyas tachatu. Actually, you're right. You know, we have a point. Yes. Thank you. She caught me. Yes, good. No, she's right. If you look at 7178, it comes Rudram by it comes Rudram. This one, Bibhradagahi, Bibhrad. Yes, you're absolutely right. No, I take it back. This 7178 says that Nabhyasta Chatuhu. Nabhyasta Chatuhu. Scroll down here. So this says Abhyasta Dangat Uttarasya Shatunum Agamo Na Bhavati. So dadatau dadataha. So it will become shasat, shasatau, shasataha. So it will not take numagama. So what this does is that our usual sutra, ugidacham sarvanam sthaniya dhatoho. Ugit is here. You would have had a numagama normally. But this one doesn't allow the numagama. If it is the abhyasta anga is there, numagama. Thank you, Litaji. That's correct. So no numagama in Pullinga. So become only shasat, shasato, shasataha. Correct. Good. So that is that. Now the next one is the shanashpatya. Same methodology, same sutra, everything. Let us shatru shana chau. So now when do we use shatru? When we use shana, I think you already know. Las parasmai padam, tangana atmani padam. So any la adesha. So even these also count. They all are parasyapadam by default. But then tangana atmanepadam. So the ta, atam, ja, thas, atham, dhvam, id, vahi, mahing, those 9, and the ana. So ana because the shanach, kanach, all these are atmanepadam. So this dhatu, ati rich, must be atmanepada and dhatu patha. So therefore it will not take the shatru pratyaya, it will take only shanach. Comes in Gita in the passive form, right?
Subhaipadi, 7th gana.
Ubhaipadi, thank you. But in Gita, it comes in the passive form, one liner of Gita, right? Sambhavitasya chakirte
Maranadati richyate.
In the passive form, it takes this thing that for one who has been honored, dishonor is worse than death. Sambhavitasya chakirte maranadati richyate. So rich is to make to evacuate, to make empty. So rikta sthanam, empty space, empty, to empty. So 7th gana ubhayapadi, thank you. So now what we do is that we can follow the similar steps. You bring in the lut, place of lut, you bring in use the 3 to 124, but instead of shatru being shanas, so you can say rich. For those who chant the Lalita Sahasranama Stotram, this you can find that form, Sinjana Mani Manjira Mandita Shri Padambuja. Sinjana. The word Sinjana comes in Lalita Sahasranama Stotram. This is very similar to that. Since a Sinjana, very Rinjana over here. So Rinchana, I'm sorry. So you get the start with rich, and you make the 7th gana vikarnam will be shnam, and then you add to that the at. Because of the shnam has the mo as an it by halantyam, going to get the vidachontyat paraha. Vidachontyat paraha. So only this na goes in here. So you get that goes, it gets infixed over there. And then what happens? Shnasoral lopaha. Shnasoral lopaha is that number is what? 6, 4. Shnasoral lopaha.
This the pratyaya is at or an?
Shatru pratyaya, right? So I remove the it.
Shanach.
I'm sorry. Yes. What am I doing? Thank you. Ana. Ana, yes, yes. I'm saying Shana, putting Shatru on the board, yes. Ana. Thank you. So, Re, Na, Cha, Ana. Correct. So, now what happens is that this Shanach is a Apit Sarvatakam, and then because it is Nitvat, Sarvatakam Apit, Sarvatakam Apit, and you can use the 64111, Shnasoral Lopaha. So, 64111, and take Shnasya Asteshcha Akarasya Lopa Bhavati Sarvadhatuke Kiniti Parataha. So we do have that because we have the pratyaya shana chisting sarvatakam, it's apit nitvat, so we can now make the allopaha, remove this akara here, make it rin cha. And then finally you can do nascha pantasya jhali and anuswasya yai parasavaranaha, make it the cha varga. Rinchana. So these are easy to decline because they go like Ramavat, Sita, Vanavat, they become only. So Rinchanaha, Rinchanao, Rinchanaha, and so on, like Vartamana.
In Strilinga it is Rinchana, like Sitavat, right?
Yeah, Rinchana, yes, Vartamana.
So, what is the pratyaya we are adding? Is it the top?
Stop only top, because Ajadyata stop.
Ajadyata stop. Okay.
414, Akasavan Jirga after that. So
okay.
Only Rinchana. So that's the answer to this one. Again, the same. If you can look at the Lat Prakriya, the same Prakriya over here also. Next one is really very, very. I think this comes in Gita. Bhunjano va gunanvitam. Vimudana pashyanti pashyati na chakshutaha. Idanto yoganaschainam. This comes in Gita. So it's 15th adhyaya, right? Bhunjanam va gunanvitam. I think it comes. So Bhunjanaha, same thing. Bhunjanaha, Rinchanaha. Now next is Ati Vrit. It's very says Vartamanaha. Now here we get the Muk Agama. That's the Ane Muk. So everything else is the same. Only thing you get the Ane Agama Muk, Ane Muk. And that one is number 7282. So when we do the form, the same steps with Dhatu Vrit, we get the form Vartamanaha. Vartamanaha. So here we got this Muk Agama because of the 7282. The reason we didn't use in the prior example because we need the Adanta Anga for that. 7282, you have to have the Adanta Anga for that. So this says Ane Parataha Angasya Ataha. See, the Adanta Anga should be there. Muk Agamo Bhavati Pachamanaha Yajamanaha. So now that's in the we had Rinch is part of this. There is no Adantanga was not there. So you didn't know how much. Here we had, because it's the first Kana, we had Shap coming in here. So we had Varta. So we started with very quickly. We had the Vru plus we brought in the Shap. I think anyway, it's kind of you all know these steps, but just put it up here. And then we had the Shanach, which is Anubandha Lope Ana only.
Satish, it's Vrit, right?
I'm sorry, Vrit. Oh, yes, thank you. Bhava doshaha. Avir bhavanti. So, Vrit, correct. Vrit plus Shab, thank you. If I make any mistake, please correct me so we can have the recording will be right, So, Vrit plus Puganta Guna will take place, become Vart and Varta. So, they still combine, all become Varta. Varta. And this is where you have the Adanta Anga for that 7282 to apply. We get Varta and then the Muk Agama, so Ajantav Takitav. So this is the Muk is a Kit Agama. So become Varta, Vartam. So become Vartamana. That's the only thing to watch out for. So Ati Vartamana. Now next is Anukamp. I think there's nothing special here. Is dhatu kamp, is it uvepadi or what is it? Is it atmanepadi? Just check. Let me check that in dhatu vritti. Dhatu kamp. Should be kampamanaha. I think it's first kana only. So the same thing. I think it's giving an example because of the upasargas, the example has been given. Otherwise, prakriya is the same. Nothing special. So anukampamana means one who is having compassion. So let me just see dhatu kamp. Might be uvepadi. I think it's just kamp is it's a bhwadi gana. It's this page 145 in dhatu vritti. Page 145 of the dhatu vritti. It is actually atmanipadam. Okay, so kampate. This is dhatu atmanipada, so no problem. So it becomes kampamanaha. Kampamana is started to become kampamanaha. Next one is anubuddh. I think this is also in first kana and also in the fourth kana. So in both cases you'll have the adanta anga. So bodha mana and buddhyamana. You have two forms. When you do the shap, you'll get the puganta guna become bodhamana. You'll get bodhamana. I'm sorry. Oh, no. Bodhamana. And when you do the shan gonna become, you get buddhyamana. This is the either the first kana or the fourth kana. Nothing special. Same thing, ane mukh. Only thing here with the guna because the shap coming in. So bodhamana. So okay. The next thing he's asking about is the present participle passive. So that's exercise number 3 now. I mean, all this we have done before, so I'm going a little bit fast. There's nothing special, no new rules really coming in here. Everything we already know. The first thing he's looking at is the anugrah. So anugrah is to actually to take, to grasp. Anugrah is to bless some anugraha, or to anugrah is to be kind or bless somebody. So anugraha. Again, the upasarga has no bearing on this whole. Upasarga is pruthak padam. Doesn't come into the equation at all when doing any of this. So dhatu is grah. I'm sorry. Grah. And now he wants in the passive. So we still start with the lat, because still it is the Vartamana Krudanta only, but it's going to be in the passive. So we take the lat, and since this is in the passive, now we have to bring in only this shanach only, because of bhavakarmanoho, which is what 1.3.13 bhavakarmanoho. That sutram says that when you have the bhava or karma as the vivaksha, passive form. I'm sorry, 1.3.13, wrong number. Then you have to use bhavakarmanoho vitasya lasyatibhadya samantatra idam uchyate bhave karmani cha atmanepadam bhavati. That's what we need. So, and because tangana atmanepadam can only bring shanacha, there's no choice. Regardless of whether dhatu might be parasmepadi, atmanepadi, kartari, doesn't matter. Because of this 1.3.13, this is a very blanket rule which is almost never violated, This 1.3.13, bhavakarmanoho. So here we have to bring only shanach, anubandha lope ana. Comes in Gita, right? Prakritehe kriyamanani gunesh karmani sarvashaha ahankara vimudatma kartahamiti manyate. Kriyamanani. So kriyamana, that's also passive. So prakritehe kriyamanani gunesh karmani sarvashaha. So now what happens is that here kartari shap doesn't work because it's not kartari. So sarvadhatu ke yak. So here you bring in the yak pratyaya anubandha lope ya only. But let me put the yak because this is going to be a kit pratyaya, and then you're going to get this samprasaranam by 6.1.16. So 6.1.16 is going to take samprasaranam because of the grahijya ityadi. So this dhatu is in the list of dhatus, list of 9 dhatus. They take samprasaranam kiti niti pare. So it says etesham dhatunam niti pratyaya parataha and then chakarat kiti cha samprasaranam bhavati. See, graha is the first one, grihitaha. Grahi is the first dhatu in that list. So you get samprasaranam. Igyanas samprasaranam, samprasaranacha. I think you all know this. I'm not repeating this again. We've done this many times. So it's going to become grih. So we're going to become grih. It's a grija. It's a grija mana. Last thing to check about is the natvam. So they will be, because what's intervening between the ru and the na, only the ha is a at, hayava rat. The ya also is a yat, is a at. So it's to be grijamana. So anugrijamana is the final form. Anugrijamana will be the final form. So that is only special thing here was the samprasaranam. Everything else is here. And the mukha agama, yes, of course, mukha is coming here because you're going to take the ma as the mukha agama, the same sutram, the 7.2.82 mukha agama, just as before. I'm sorry, 82. So next one, let me see if somebody wants to do this for me. How about adhikru? How about Anuji? You want to try this one, adhikru?
Yeah. Okay.
So I can type as you. Okay. Try it.
Adhikru. Okay.
Adhikru. So you leave the adi out. We don't need it. Adhikru is to authorize somebody. Adhikaraha. To make the topic adhikaraha.
Okay. This will become kriya. Kriyam.
Yeah.
Kriyamana.
So I think which sutra you want to use?
6.4.66. No, not that. Not 6. I'm sorry.
Take your time.
Wait, Kriyamana. That ring shilling, that one.
Yeah.
7.4.28.
Ring shaglingshu.
Yeah, 7.4.28.
Yeah, this is so. That is the putting the whole form over here for you. This is good. This is easy for me. I can just call somebody and make him do it. That's nice. I like that better. That's less work for me. Okay, what number is that?
7.4.28.
Yes, good. Thank you. 7.4.28. Etad mayyam rochate. I like this. 7.4.28. Let's see what comes up. Okay. So rukarantasya angasya sha yak iti ring shayaglingshu iti etayoho. We have yak. Okay, that's what we have at them is a yak.
Yeah.
We do have the rukarantanga, as Anuji said. Etaya lingicha, which we don't have to worry about this. Right now we have this. So three, any of these three, either the gana vikaranam sha of the sixth gana, or the yak, or this ashi ling. Should be yakarado asarvadhatuke parataha. So this yak was not tingshi saratakam. Oh, there's a question here. Okay, Induji has a question.
Oh no.
Yes. What's the question?
No, I had raised my hand. I don't know. Maybe I pressed the wrong button. Never mind.
Okay, no problem. Okay. So either the sha or the yak. See, it's kriyate right here. The example is given like kriyate. So if I just give the example from Gita, prakrite kriyamanani. So kriyate comes here. So this is a ring adesha. Against Anuji, why is the nu as an it?
Pardon?
What is the nu as an it for in the ring adesha? Halantyam, the ring adesha when you bring. So in place of the ru, we bring in the ring, but the ring has the nu as an it.
Right. I did study that.
To the guna?
1153.
Thank you. Nitya. Thank you, Kalpeji.
Okay.
Nitya.
And that is 327, okay? The Gita shloka.
Oh, thank you. 327. Prakrute kriyamani gune karmani. So that is number 3.27. Thank you. And the one which Kalpeshji mentioned is the, because of normally you have alone tasya, but then anekashit sarvasya. That's why the ring is anekal adesha. The entire crew would have gone, So to avoid that, Pani says nicha 1153. Can go there for a second. Now this is good because when I call on you, you have to answer like this. So you can't say no. So nityadiha adeshaha. So anekalapi alontyasya sthane bhavati. So if you have, like we have the ring, that's ra and e, just two al. So even though it's anekal, because it's nit, it will go only to the alontyasya. That's why it becomes kri. It becomes kri. Only ru gets replaced, not the entire crew. So nitya sutra. The only one more thing I want to remind you is that anybody remembers anything special about this sutram we had talked about in the class? Raise your hand. Anybody, anything else to add on this sutram? Ring, shag, ling, shu.
Oh, that one.
The special prize for today.
For the Nakara, there is tuyos tatang.
Tuyos tatan. That's only for tu and he, right? Oh, yeah, there's an example you're talking about.
Yeah, as an example.
So that tuyos tatang, that only makes it into a, I think into the nit pratyaya.
Yeah, but there, despite of the Nakara being there, the whole gets.
Yes,
that's
a trick. The reason for that, they cannot have two prayojanam, you see.
Yes.
First you try the Atmanipada. If that is not it, then only you come to this. That's the way they do it. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's a complicated case. But anybody remember anything about this 7428? Anybody? We had talked about in the class. In the ring, shag, ling, shu. There's one sutra which wants to come at this point. Okay, let me put it here. Maybe you can refresh your memory. The 7428. When you bring in the in this position, right? Okay, I'll give you the answer now. You will understand now. What is the passive of the form? Let's say take dhatu. Let's take dhatu shuru. I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry. Okay, let's take that. Let's say what would have been the shanach of this? What would have been the to make it passive and want to make it the shanach pratyaya? What would the form be? It will be shruyamana, dirgha ukara. Like stu becomes stuyamana. Now why does that? What sutra is that, by the way? First of all, anybody? If you make the shru and go through the same prakriya, you'll get the final form. You'll get the, I'm sorry. Nobody raising the hand, somebody? Shruya mana. Now how it becomes shruyamana? Stuyamana.
6466.
is it? Akrut Sarvadatka.
Yeah. I think Indu, I think got it also, right? Indu, you got it?
Akrut sarvadhatuka.
Thank you. So 7425. Akrut sarvadhatuka yoho dirghaha. If you have the yakara, which is, kiniti parataha. So you have this kitnit pratyaya, we have this yak qualifies for that. Should not be a krut pratyaya. But krut pratyaya starts from, I think, 3191-ish onwards. This yak comes before that. I think it's 3167. Sarvadhatuka yak. Should not be sarvadhatuka also, which is fine, because this is not tinctured sarvadhatuka. Then you get the alontasya dirgha, ajantasya angasya dirgha bhavati, becomes shruyama. Then why not in kriyamana? Anybody answer that? So when kri plus yak, then I can argue that then it should be kriyamana. Of course, in Gita shloka, it's not that, but how does Panini stop that now?
Is it an apvada?
Yeah, what it is that, okay, I'll give you the answer, is that if you look at the 7427, Ringrataha, the prior sutra, let me put in Kalpesh's thing. The prior sutram was Ring Rataha. So the anuvritti of the ring was available to Panini. Still, in spite of that, he is putting ring again. So this was Rukarantasya Angasya Akrudyakare Choparataha Ring Adesha. So the ring was available in just the prior sutram itself. So if Panini wanted there to be a dirgha, there's no need to put the ring, Make it ring only directly and make it dirgha right away. So this Kashika, if you look at the 7.4.28, he will mention that 7.4.28. If you look at the Vyakhyanam, I think Kashika will say, see, ring vachanam, look down here, ring vachanam, dirgha nivrityartham. That's what Kashika says, ring vachanam, dirgha nivrityartham. So that Panini introduces the ring again to stop the dirgha. Thus, ring iti vartamane punarling vachanam. That's the thing. So anyway, these are the small points of this sutram, the 7.4.28, that the dirgha doesn't happen because of the punarvachanam of the ring. Okay, so correct. So we're done with that. And again, you get the nattam at the end, kriyamana, because what's intervening is only the only have the e, the ya is an at. This is the pavarga at kupangim gavaya piece. That's what comes. So kriyamana. Okay, now who wants to do the next one? Adi is a very easy one. Adi comes. Somebody raise their hand. How about you, Wayne? You want to try it? Go for it, Wayne. Wayne, are you there? No, Wayne's not.
I'm in this beginner's class, so go ahead.
No, but you can do it, Wayne. Come on, nothing here. Just add the yak and put the ana, ane muk, gamyamana. Okay, very easy. Adigamyamana.
Okay.
So similar steps, only thing there's nothing extra here. No samprasaranam, no ringadesha, nothing, just simple steps.
Yes.
Just make it gamyamana.
Okay.
So adhigamyamana. Prasadam adhigacchati. Prasad sarva dukkhanam hanirasya right? Tasya bhavana. Second adhyaya. Prasadam adhigacchati. So adhigacchati means prapnoti. He obtains, he reaches. So adhigamyamana means that which is being obtained, being reached. Okay, now who wants to do the next one? Anus plus shtha. Anybody? How about Satya? Want to try it, Satya? Go for it. There you go. Nobody raising their hands. Satya, want to go for it? No. Are you there, Satya? No. Not there. Okay. How about Indu? Try it? No.
Yeah. I think first of all the star we have to, it's going to become, will it become star because of...
Yeah. The first one, Dhatu Partha, you have Shtha Gati Nivrittam. So the
Right.
Dhatu in Dhatu Partha, correct, as Indu is saying, it is Shtha. So Shtha Gati Nivrittam means in the sense of stopping of motion. You stay in one place. So Dhatuvade Shassaha. So that's the first thing we have to do, is that there is actually no dhatu in the language which actually begins with a mudhanya shakara or a mudhanya nakara. They're all just in place of the sa and na respectively. So dhatuvade shassaha is 6164. That's the first step. So when you bring the dhatu to use, it only you have to bring it into the this one. Dhatuvade shassaha. So dhato radehe shakarasya sthane sakaradesha bhavati shaha ich and so on. So now that is done. Once you do that, you can also undo this stunashtu, you can undo that.
Stunashtu, right.
So because nimittasya apaye
Nimittapasaya naimittikasya apyapaya.
apaya. So now we have to, when we start doing the prakriya, we can only start with stha.
Stha.
Okay, so stha. And then again the same step we'll put in
Yak.
here. We have the yak
The ana.
and being the ana
Ana.
and then we're going to get the mukagama also put it also here.
Mukagama.
So because in the passive the yak will always be akarantanga, so you're going to get the muk all the time in the passive. So okay, now let us start with this one. Stha yak ma ala. Now what do we do?
Then we're gonna have, once you remove the anubandha lope, have first yak.
Only ka.
Ka.
Okay.
Then gomasta
Very good.
gives the eat one.
Gomasta pa jahati sam hali.
Jahati saha hali.
So that is the one is 6.
6466.
6466. Let me just put that up here. Very good. So 6466. Gumasthaga paja. I think it's a little bit slower, but I think it's more clearer. I think when this webinar things, you can come back and look at it. So 6466 is Sighu ma stha. Stha is in that list. Again, when you apply any sutram, always make sure that it applies to your case. So we do have the dhatu stha. We do have the haladi pratyaya, the hali. And it says gu sanyakanam anganam ma stha ga pa jahat jahati sa iti etesham halado kiniti pratyaya paratah ikar adesha bhavati. So it becomes ikar adesha alontyasya. So it becomes sthiya. Okay. Now what do you do? This one,
Right? Anustiyamana.
Yes, no, but one thing you check for the shatvam now, the urdhanya adesha. So because this is fine.
Anushtiyamana.
Yeah, sthiyamana is fine, but when the anu comes in, then what happens is that you have to check in that 8.3 section if you find a sutram for this one. Now, as it stands, normally what you have, which we use all the time, is adesha pratyayoho shatvam. You know, so adesha pratyayoho shatvam. Therefore, we this was an adesha. We did the dhatu adesha saha. We did, so we should have the shatvam. But what stops that? What do you think stops that? Why can we not just use the adesha pratyayoho? Because we have the in preceding that. Why can we not use just the adesha pratyayoho shatvam and be done with it? Why do we need to go and dig further? What is the reason for that? Anybody? So the question I'm asking is that this sa is an adesha, because we did dhatu adesha saha we did. So we do have the in prior to that. In co-host, in is there. So why not we just use that 8359 and be done and just do, and then do sunashtuhu and do that.
It is apadantasya 8355.
83 apadantasya murdhanya. This is not padanta. This is not padanta. You're on the right track, but
that has to be
But it's a single pada, right?
pratyaya, right? Adesha or pratyaya?
this is adesha. We are fine.
Right.
Adesha. I'm sorry.
We take this as an adesha, is it?
It is because the dhatu adesha saha we did, right?
Right.
I mean, that's the whole proyojanam for that, making that whole thing. Anybody remembers? Anybody raise their hand? Another special prize for today. Important sutram. What? See, just like in the nattam, you have the samana pade condition. Remember that? Hari is back. Hari, asking what is the reason why we cannot use adesha pratyayoho in this situation? Anybody? See, in the nattam, you have this samana pade. You know, similar sutram is here. Okay, I guess nobody raising their hand. But you look at 83109, Sat Padadyoho, very important sutram, is that when you have, for example, you know, anything when you have, let's see, if you have any, let's say you say Nadi, okay, when you have Nadi, of course this is a bad example maybe, okay. I think if you have anything like a stha prior to that, let's say you have some sthatum. So the sentence volume wouldn't make sense, but just if you have some sthatum, something here, I'm sorry, then this also will not take shatvam. Because of the fact, even though you have the adesha and everything is there, you know, what is happening here is that this is a padadi sakara. So that, let's go to from 83109, Sat Padadyoho. See this this whole section on the Shattam, the Murdhanyadesha Prakaranam. There are these sutras 108 to 117. Maybe I can bring the Ashtadhyaya Sutra Patha here.
Can you
I think
try
it's 111.
83111?
111.
Yeah, I know. There's small Patha Vedas are there, okay? So I'm going to go there.
And,
Let me just show in the Sutra Patha.
The
See, what
Laghu
happens
example
is
is
when you have the long padas like this, in Ashtadhyaya long padas you have, some Patha Vedas come in, You look at this 83110, we say the na is coming here, na. This is when the Shattam does not take place. I think that goes for about 10 sutras, So that's what happens. I think it goes to the end of the pada. So from this 83110 in this Ashtadhyaya to the end of the 8.3, when the Shattam doesn't take, and the one that we want is this one, Sat Padadyoho. So Padadi Sakara will not take Shattam. So the whole thing is now stopped. So you cannot use Adesh Pratyayoho Shattam. And the Pratyaya Sat comes in Gita, right? Yathai dhamsi samiddho nir bhasmasat kurute Arjuna, 4th Adhyaya. Bhasmasat kurute Arjuna, bhasmasat. So if you have a word like Agnisat, now Agnisat, they also it's a Pratyaya, it's a Pratyayavayava, it should become Agnishat. It doesn't become, it's Agnisat only. Anyway, that's just for the one Pratyaya Sat. But we want Padadyoho. That's very important. A lot of times you'll have a sakara at the beginning of pada, it will not take it. So now we need to go and see if there is something that can bail us out here. So we need to find the dhatu stha specifically mentioned somewhere. So look over here now. You
65?
see that? Yeah, 65 is there. Is that very good? Upasargat, sunoti, suvati, syati, stauti, stovati, stha. This stha over here. So that 8365, as Indu said, that is the one which is now upasarga nimitta bhut. So the nimitta and upasarga is there, So upasarga stha nimittat. So that will be, then we will get the Shattam. So bottom line is that 8359 is the first stop. You come to this 83111. By the way, in the Kashika, which I use, is 83109. There's some Patha Vedas are here. Sutram is Sat Padadyoho. And then finally you come to 8365 and you get the Shattam. So when you do that, you get the Murdhanyadesha. This becomes
Anushtiyamana.
and then you get the Shtunashtuho.
Right.
So
Satishi, but we are jumping in Tripadi, we are jumping from 59 to 111 to back to 65?
no, 111 is a apavada. It's a nishedha.
Okay.
So that will stop. Yes, good point. The nishedhas and apavadas, they can come anywhere.
Mm.
I think Lalitaji's point is that how can Adesha Pratyaya was 8359, so why do we care about 83110? If you start doing that, 83110 will not have a chance anywhere. It will never apply. Because how will it ever have a chance? Because all the vidhis are coming prior to that. So 83110 will be vyartham. So that's why these apavadas can be anywhere. In fact, typically they'll come later. So that is okay. We have to still use them. Otherwise they'll have no. So anushtiyamana. That was the final thing, was 8365. Anushtiyamana. Okay. We can just do some more. This time is almost up. We have a few minutes left. Let's see somebody else now. Who wants to do the? Thank you. Let's see who wants to do the one. Next one is the easy one, I think. Upar. Who wants to do? Anybody? Any hands up? Come on. This is easy. Nothing there. Who wants to do? Ushaji, come on. You have to do this one now. Ushaji, you there?
Yes, it is.
No. Usha, you there?
Yes.
Can you do the upa plus r plus the kta?
I don't know the sutras.
There's no sutra. There's no, because it's only the form. When you have r plus kta.
The upakrita is all that we can get.
Yeah, uparita. The only thing here is that the guna was there. You have to check two things, okay, Ushaji. One thing, you have to check the idagama and check for guna. So we have to now make sure that both those are not happening and become rita. So now what, in idagama you have to go into the udrudantaihi, etc. So in the ajanta dhatus, only long u, long ru, and some others are said dhatus. This one is not a said dhatu. Even if it were, the sutra called Shrukashkiti, and that one says that if you have any ugganta followed by the kit pratyaya, it doesn't take idagama. That one just mentioned. So this one is anit dhatu, so we don't need to even look at that. But even if it were, if you look at the 7 to 111, the dhatu shri and any ugganta dhatu, Shrukashkiti. So 7 to 11. This says that, let me see, 7 to 11. Find it. Okay. Shri, so the dhatu shri. Shri iti etasya ugantanam cha kiti pratyaya parataha idagamo na bhavati. So if you have an iganta anga, you have to think. That's why this is dhatu bhu, right? The bhu is a set dhatu. But because of this Shrukashkiti become bhuta. Okay, it doesn't become anything else. Doesn't become bhuvita, become bhuta. So that's the idagama. And what about the guna? You already know kiniticha, right? So because kiniticha, there's no guna. Because normally guna would have been praptaha by 7384, Saurasataka Ardhaka Yoho. That is stopped by kiniticha. That's the final form is rita. Maya purta jnana, asuram bhavam ashitaha. Which adhyaya of Gita is that? Anybody? Chapter 16, I think. Chapter 16. We have the form, those whose knowledge has been taken away by Maya. Let me see if I can find it there quickly. I'm sorry?
That is not chapter 16. That is, I think, 7 or...
Oh, okay. Thank you. What number is it?
I don't know.
Maya Puritajnana Asarambhama. Yes, you're right. I stand corrected. See, Ushaji, you do know the answer. Very good. Because it comes in chapter, because right next sutra is Chaturvida Bhajantema. So let me find it. Chapters. You're absolutely right. So let's go to the Gita Press here.
Something like that.
Yeah. It's in 7th Adhyaya, you're right. I'm sorry. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, chapter 7. Comes in. Okay, it's going to come now. It's going to come down in...
15th.
15th? Okay. So, thank you. So, that is this. This comes in Gita. Namadukhisana Mudha. Yeah. See, Maya Aparita Jnana. Asaram Bhavana. Aparita. So you have this answer already there in Gita, but it's coming there. Okay, so that was easy. No guna, no
Somewhere else, Taya Pahrita Chetasam also comes in, right?
Yeah, I think so there's something, it comes somewhere else also, might be coming somewhere else. You're right.
Taya Apahrita Chetasam.
It comes somewhere. Who wants to do the next one? Anuma. Anybody? Raise their hands, please. Anybody?
I'll do it, Satishi.
No, Hari. Oh, 2 raised hands. Oh, Hari is one. Let's Hari. Indu, thank you also. I'm going to give Hari a chance. Indu already knows the answer. So, Hari, try it, Hari. Go for it. You there, Hari? Hari, you there?
Me, probably?
Yeah. Can you hear me, Satish?
I can hear you now. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Anuma.
I think we have to use Induji Sutram. What I'm calling is Induji Sutram, just Gumasta.
But that requires what?
Jali Kingiti, right? So ma will become mita.
That become, if you use Hindu Sutra, it will become mita.
Okay. Okay.
Ghuma tha gapa jahati tam hali. Okay, good. I'm glad you brought that up. But that will be the wrong form. That become like anumiyate. If you pass it, will come.
But
So
it's
now
got the ma in it.
I'm sorry. It has the ma. Yes, you're right. You're right. Hari, you're correct. Is that ghuma tha? So ma is that, is there. But there is another more specific sutram for this.
Satish, can I tell that?
Go ahead, yes.
7440.
7440, yes. Thanks.
Dyati syati masyam ititi kinti.
This is
Kiti.
Tado Kiti, I think, right? Tado Kiti. So that's specifically for the Takaradi Kit Pratyaya.
Okay.
That will overrule because that's a more specific rule than the Haladi Kitnit, right? So, so in this case, it will become, you know the name Amitabha, all that, right? So it's Amita, Anumita, it will become Mita. So this sutra says that. Let's go there for a second. When you have these dhatus, yati, syati, and all these set of dhatus, 7440 it is. Okay. Jati syati ma stha iti etesham anganam ikaradesha bhavati takarado kiti. This is apavada for that, partially for that ghuma stha. Otherwise this is not get a chance. So becomes ma becomes mita. So anumita. So next
What
one.
is the meaning of Amitabha?
Amita means Amita Abha Yasya Saha.
Okay.
Who says immeasurable luster. Amita Abha.
Okay.
Unmeasured luster. Okay. Now Ati, you feel this one, Hari, for us, Ati Jiva. Only Idagama here. By the way, just not to compete in Ma, there was no Idagama because it's dhatu ending in A. There are no dhatu ending in A in the language which are just state dhatus. So Ududantaihi, there is no dhatu ending in A which is sate. So this is a anit dhatu. And so that's and there is no guna possible anyway, so that's to become mita. Now, no, Jeev is a sate dhatu, but so become Jeevita.
Jivita. Okay.
And again, because the upadha is a dirgha, there's no guna. Anyway, there's no guna possible anyway because this is a chit pratyaya. So Jeevita. And anu plus buddh.
Anu bodhita.
No, it becomes buddha only, right?
Anu buddha. Okay.
Because this is also this anit dhatu, dhanteshu. Look at the dhanteshu list. What do you see in the dhanteshu?
Okay.
We have to see the dhanteshu krudha buddha. So it is there. So buddha. So here you want to sutras, Hari. Hold on, Anuji, I think. Hold on for a second. Indu, you have a question?
I had it a while ago. You said you gave a meaning for a word. I didn't catch what the word was. Was it anumita that you were giving a meaning for? It was a while ago.
Yeah, anumita means like tarkita, means guessed, inferred.
Yeah, but you were giving Hari a meaning for some word.
Amitava.
Oh, Amit. Oh, okay.
Amitava is Amita Abha Yasya Saha. It's a bahuvrihi. So that one who luster is immeasured. That's what it is.
I see.
That's the Vigraha Vakyam. So it's, Prasiddha Shabda Ayam. That's why I get example. So, you want to do this one? Buddha, Hari has a question. Okay, let's see what Hari has to say. Yes, Hari.
Yes, Satishji. I was going to ask, like, there is a word bodhitam, right? Is that not Napumsake Bhavikaha?
Yeah, what's going to happen is that how will the Vikta, because it will not do any guna, right, Hari?
Right.
So this is a niche pratyaya coming between over the bodhita.
Oh, okay.
It becomes bodhi and then becomes bodhita.
Okay.
That is not the nishtha, it's a niche plus nishtha there.
Okay.
Or so. But here you get only buddha only. So, so what are sutras here?
Jashastato dordha.
Yeah, jashastato dordha. So you get, again we check idagama, there is no idagama, yes. So buddha plus ta. Yashasthatordhodha. So when the jash antanga you have, the takara takarayoho sthane, you get the dha. This becomes dha. And then you get the jalam.
Jalam Jashashi.
Jalam jastashi, buddha. So buddha. Thank you. So that was number 8440. Shasthatordhodha.
8220. 8240. Right?
8240, I'm sorry. 8240, thank you. 8240. And then finally you use the
53.
53, thank you. Okay, so it's almost 9 o'clock. Next time we'll finish the homework. A little bit slow today because...
I have a quick question,
Yes,
Satish, before you sign off.
Go ahead.
I think now this Buddh, this is there's no idagama in this because I'm looking at Danteshu, it's got Buddhya.
Buddhya,
Would that be the same thing?
But if you want to look at the first Gana Buddha, then you maybe have an inagama here.
Right, but what I'm saying is, Danteshu, Buddha is not written, but Buddhya is there.
So only the fourth Gana Buddha, actually is a good point, because only the fourth Gana Buddha is anit.
So I think here what we have to use, I think it's 1 to 21, because of Udupadat, Bhava, Karmanoho, Anyatarasyam.
Let's see, 1 to, oh, very good.
I think it's 21.
1 to 21, okay, let's try that. So for the fourth Gana Buddha, we are okay. So 1 to 21 says...
is that the right one? I'm not sure.
धातोः भावः आदिकर्मणि च वर्तमानिष्ठा प्रत्ययः सेरन्नतरस्यां न किद् भवति. That's only talking about whether it's kit or not is talking about. So
We're only talking about whether it's kit or not, is it?
Yeah, it says only bhave adikarmani cha vartamano nishtha pratyaya set. And if it is a set nishtha pratyaya also. So that is also is talking about. It has to be a set nishtha pratyaya. It has to be in those two meanings only. So
no, I don't get it. No, is this Buddha and Anit now? I don't get it.
See, Buddha is in the fourth Gana Buddha is going to be Anit.
Okay.
The Buddhati. The first Gana Buddha, let's look at the Rupamala what it gives. The first Gana Buddha, because that also has the let us see what he gives. Buddha is at least in two Ganas, I know that. So we look at the Buddha. I mean, in the Rupamala, I'm on page number 926, Buddha Avagamane, and he just says, no, he doesn't give in detail. He says, at number 231, but the fourth Gana Buddha he clearly gives as the.
See, I think what I had read somewhere was that because of this 1 to 21, Yasya Vibhasha takes effect.
But this only does the. It only makes it into kit or not. It doesn't.
I understand, but because of that, Yasya Vibhasha takes.
Yeah, but Yasya Vibhasha, it should be only an id Vibhasha, not for a kit Vibhasha.
So it's only an id Vibhasha, is it?
Yeah, this is a kit Vibhasha now. So that will not. See, what the point which Hindu is making is that we have the Sutram Yasya Vibhasha, which is 7 to 15, I think, right?
Right.
That says if the dhatu has a id vikalpa anywhere, it becomes anit in nishtha. But this 1 to 21 is making it a kit optionally. So that will not work with our should not work it. You know what? Let me look it up and I'll give a good answer next time.
Okay.
But definitely in fourth Gana it is anit dhatu will become buddha only. Okay. In fact, I can quickly look up. Let me see if Apte gives any. Now, not knowing this sutram, I would have said the form in the first Gana should be buddhita. But if it's going to become kit optional, might become bodhita also by 1 to 21 then. Looking at it, but again, I'm not 100% sure of that. But that's what it seems. But the vibhasha will not come here because vibhasha has to be an id vibhasha, not kit vibhasha.
Okay.
So let me just see if I can quickly do it right now. We'll take it up next time because time is running out, and I want to give some page numbers for the next lesson. Okay, so Buddha is No, he doesn't give. Okay, I'll take it up next time. The first Gana Buddh we'll do next time. Okay. So fourth Gana Buddh is Buddha. The first Gana Buddh we'll look at it next. This is Seth Dhatu. We'll look at it next time. I'll give you some page numbers for the
Satishi?
next. Yes.
3 to 188 is one sutra where they used buddhi directly. Mati, buddhi, puja,
Mati, buddhi, puja. Yes.
Taha. I mean,
Correct.
does it make any
But
help?
that might be the fourth Gana for the.
Okay.
I know. No, one more thing, Lalitaji. No. See, this Kriyam, the Pratyak tin never takes Idagama. The Pratyak tin never takes Idagama.
Why are we talking about tin here? Did I?
Because you said Mati Buddhi,
Buddhi.
right? That's sutra.
Okay.
Buddhi. So the Buddhi will not help with us here because the Pratyak tin never takes Idagama.
But here the affix ta is employed with the force of the present tense is what 3 to 188 is mentioning specifically.
Correct. I understand that. This is present tense is there. But that
But
Buddhi,
we are talking about buddhi instead of buddha.
if you're taking about Idagama, you're talking about, and Buddhi will not help you decide that.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean the word Buddhi.
Okay.
Not
Okay.
you can use your Buddhi, but not the word
Okay.
Buddhi, because of the 7-2. I'm talking about 7 to 13. No, sorry, no. I'm sorry. 7 to 9. That this Triyam thing never takes your agama. Okay, that's 7 to 9 sutram for that.
Okay.
So next lesson, so that's one. So that will not tell you anything about this one here. So
it uses the example of Ragnyam Mataha Ishtaha Buddhaha Jnataha Pujitaha.
correct. So you can use the Vartamana Arthe in the meaning only.
Okay.
But
Okay.
Idagama Vyavasthaya will not help us there. So.
But Buddhaha is being used. Will that help us to say that it
But
would
that
be?
that might be fourth Gana Buddhi. See.
Okay.
So what is first Gana Buddhi? We have to research that.
Okay.
I'll do it next time. So.
Okay.
Next lesson is talking about the Chaturthi Vibhakti. Let's talk about the first page and a half. That's enough for us. Now again, as usual, when you talk about any Karaka Vibhakti, you have to go to two sections, right? One is in 1.4 in the Karake Adhikara. So let's quickly refer to that. So the Karake starting from 1423. I can bring up the Ashtadhyayi part quickly for you. So 1423 starts Karake. And that within that, the Chaturthi Vibhakti, we'll have to see where it comes. Here it is, 1423 is Karake. And right there starts the Sampradhanam is coming in from 32 to 41. Okay, so this is a general range of sutras. So 1432 is Karmana Ajam Abhipraiti Sasampradhanam. That's 1432 all the way down to 41. So this is a range in 1.4. That's one. And then we got to go, so this gives Sampradhana Sanya. Okay, so this is the Karaka Vibhakti. And in 2.3, we will have to go and get the Chaturthi Vibhakti. Okay, as a question for Indu, 1 second.
That's all right.
Yeah, Indu,
No, you answered it.
Okay.
You answered it.
So this is only the Sampradhana Sanya. This is only the Karaka. And then to bring in the Chaturthi Vibhakti, we have to go to the 2.3. And there you can see that number, I'll give you that one, is the from 2.3.13 to 17. So if you look down here, from 2.3.13 to 2.3.17 are the sutras for the Chaturthi Vibhakti. So they're here. So Chaturthi Sampradhane all the way down to Manya Karmanya Anadare Vibhasha Panisho. So let me just give you quick numbers here. So on page 81.126, you mainly need 1432. Daridrebhyo Dhanam Dehi, that's 1432. Then the next one, to tell, to announce, you can also look at the, you may have to extend 1432. Okay, for that some of the other examples that are given there, to tell, to promise, to send. Look at Bhaimi volume 3, page 119, footnote there on page 119 of volume 3, page 119, 119. And look at Bhaimi, he covers in detail. He gives, because this 1432 we have to extend it. Now the the form that he has given to promise, viprayagam pratyajanithaha. You have to use the Nyajanor Ja 7379 to get the Ja, and also 64113 Ihalyagoho. That's to get that form Pratyajanithaha, okay? 7379 64113. Also look at 1440 in that section. The same, basically the whole section there, you know. Now Mitraya Dve Pustake Dharayami, that's 1435, okay? That Dharayami, when you owe somebody, 1435. So the next point number 2, Pushpe Bhyo Vanam Gachehe, 2314. Also look at the 1432 Vartikam for the next one also. Pusputre Bhyo Dhanam Sanchinoti. The next point 127, Etan Mena Rochate, that's 1433. To desire, to long for. Yashase Na Sprihayami is 1436. The next one is all 1432 again. To be angry, jealous, envy, that's all 1432. Next page, the Krudha Druha, 1438 is the next one. That's the note on top of page 82, 1438. The next paragraph, to be fit for, to conduce to, that is 2313 Vartikam. Next one, the point number 2 with the Swasti, the Swagatam, Kushalam. You can look at 2316. Also try 2373. Also next one with the Alam, to be able, Shatrave Samartho Harihi, Viraha 2316. So look at Bhemi volume 3, page 322. I think that's enough for now. We'll see. And so we finish the homework next time. And it's a little bit slow today, but it's first day today, so we'll do it next time, and we'll take up the next lesson. Let me unmute everybody, and we'll chant the Mangala Charanams. Ramo Rajamanis Sada Vijayate Ramena Vyatha Nishachadachamu Ramaya Tasmai Namaha Rama Nasti Parayanam Parataram Ramachadaso Rame Sada Rama Rame Shri Rame Shri Rame Rame Sahasranama Rama 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 Varadana Om Namahi. Please send me your comments by email and think this is good, bad, what we can do next time better. I think time is running out, so we'll end the webinar. So you can leave. Whoever wants to leave is okay. Whoever wants to stay and talk is also okay. I'll be here for a few more minutes, but if you want to leave, it's okay. It's already past 9:10. So, Hari Om. So Wayne, you can stop the recorder now.
Yeah.
Lalita ji also.
Okay.